All right, Mo, if you want, you don't have to wear headphones, but if you want to. have you ever done a podcast? I don't even know.
You're gonna die.
And then there's your mic right there.
He's start.
I'm officially on.
And this guy just dropped vodka. All right, welcome to the RDB podcast. I think this is number
claps?
26. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh.
Long overdue Moe Shalizi, the biggest celebrity we've ever had at RDB.
That's not true.
It is. Also, my brother for another mother for sure. Literally, I don't have a real brother. That's as close as it gets right there. So
Same.
he's my biggest role model for sure. And he's done such crazy things for the whole industry and everything. So yeah, I think we're adjusting his mic, but welcome, Mo.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, sir.
I'm sure if you guys follow RDB, you know all about Mo already because like we do all his cars and he's got the wildest car collection. I think he's not scared to modify
No.
anything.
I feel like Sarkis wants to kiss me right now. He's
Yeah, he's
smiling
excited.
so much right now.
He's very excited.
Smiling.
He's very, very
I'm
happy.
happy.
Oh, I'm happy too, Sarkis.
Sarkis has a lot of fans.
Sarkis
It's
is popular.
wild. Yeah,
I watch all the videos and I see all the comments about Sarkis.
it's wild. I had Tyrese reach out to us. Tyrese from Fast and Furious literally reach out, and one of the first things he said is, "Man, who's that bald guy on our YouTube episodes? He's the funniest guy I've ever seen."
You're lying.
I swear.
Really?
I swear. Yeah, this happened Sunday.
That's so. He doesn't
Yeah.
know who that is.
I know. The
Oh,
guy,
you do?
Yeah.
I think the guy drives the thing, the purple Eclipse.
What? Whatever. Fast and Furious. So really cool. But anyways, Mo is not here the whole podcast. We're doing his brand new Escalade. He buys cars, I don't know, for no reason sometimes, but every day
It's the only way I get to see Vic. He's so busy now. I have to buy a car to just see my best friend.
It's not true. It's not
That
true.
sucks.
100%.
He's the one
That's
everywhere,
messed up.
and I'm the one just
I invite
always
him
here.
everywhere, but he's a DILF now, so he doesn't want to leave the house.
Dilf.
DILF hunter over here.
Listen, if I was single or if I didn't have a kid, I would for sure be everywhere with him.
You can
Honestly.
invite me, I can come.
No.
I don't want the liabilities. Hey, RDB. My insurance policy doesn't cover you.
Oh man,
That's messed up.
it's true. It's true. I don't know how we cover him here, to be honest.
I don't know either.
It's wild, but yeah, one of our greatest guys, honestly, and we're doing more and more. He just got a crazy car collection. He keeps buying Supras and GTRs and NSX now, right? Got an NSX.
We got an NSX. We got the RWB Porsche.
That's coming tomorrow.
About to do the wide body Escalade.
Hmm
One of the first ones.
Yeah, our text chain is insane. It's,
It's
like
just wheels and
unbelievable.
body kits and cars. It's just
and for some reason he gets all my discounts. I don't know. He
yeah.
gets all my discounts.
It's because I'm famous through him. I'll hit up a company and they'd be like, I just want to be on the RDB YouTube, please. I'm like, yeah, sure, I can arrange for that. How about 50% off?
So untrue.
100%.
We know a lot of people. We know a lot of clients. We know a lot of, famous people. We know a lot of rich people, whatever. But like most stories, insane. It's very humbling, and he's still the same guy that I knew for the whole time. So one of the only guys I could say that about. So
Yeah,
What-
my
what
first
year-
my first RDB experience was when I moved to LA, and I think it was what I had. It was 20. Fuck, what was it? 2016, 2017.
maybe you
My
have.
first car. I moved here. I was making $80,000 a year. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I got an M3,
Yeah.
an E92 M3. It was like $890 a month. I was living check to check.
Mhm.
And I made a little bit more money, so I got an M6 Grand Coupe, and I went to RDB, and Mono was really mean to me.
You're lying.
I swear.
Yeah.
I swear. I went to go. I was like, man, these guys look cool. I'm like, how do I like go in there? So I like sat down. I wanted to get my calipers painted. Like Mono quoted me like $700 to paint my calipers, and I'm like, are you guys brothers? And he was just like, no. I was like, okay, I'll go fuck myself. And then they did my calipers, and then that was it. And then me and Vic somehow connected, and then it just was love at first sight, and then just never left the guy's side.
How old were you at that time? Like when you first brought your car?
I think it was 24, 25? No, 25 probably,
Oh wow.
because I'm 32
Yeah.
now.
And you know what's crazy about his story is he had a plastic dipping company before.
Yeah, so when I was like 17,
Yeah.
I was like 17 to 19, I would plastic dip cars in my mom's garage.
Crazy.
So because plastic dip was illegal to have like the big gallons, I would like order them to Vegas. I'd drive, pick up, and then I did like 4 people's cars and I fucked up all their cars. Like I was doing it in my garage and like, dude, a fucking gnat would fly into the plasti dip and there'd be a gnat on the hood. And I'd be like, oh, I gotta fucking take this out. It was a disaster, dude. I'll never forget this one. If this guy is watching this ever, I'm sorry. There's an Asian dude who like hired me and my best friend to go to San Diego. He had a car show. He had a red NSX. He wanted it to be matte red. So he had a body shop too. We went in his body shop. And dude, we fucked that car up.
Oh my God.
Like we fucked that car up. Like I didn't know what I was doing.
Wait, he had a body shop and he wanted you to
he wanted a plasti dip because like plasti dip was new at that time, right? So like you show everyone when it peels off and like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
It was cool at the time,
yeah,
for sure.
Why was it illegal though? Why'd you have
the chemicals? You couldn't buy like the
Gallons.
so you had to literally like and then if you wanted to spray a car, you needed to buy like the spray gun, and then you had to dilute, or like mix it with paint thinner and da 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 da.
You see what I'm talking about? Look at the stuff he's talking about, and yet he's on top of the world. So you won't hear that from other people.
Yeah, no. So I used to literally I had like a list on my in my drawer. My goal was to hit $10,000. So I was like painting wheels for $50 for 4 wheels, $50 to $100, and then just boom, banging them out, and then I hit my $10,000, and then I somehow got into DJing, and then that changed my life. Not the plastic tipping.
Well, fuck, I went your way, and
I would rather be here. Though. I would rather. This is way more fun for me.
It's fun, but people don't realize
risk.
it's a business too.
Yeah.
It just comes with all the headaches as well, just like every other business.
Totally.
Everything comes with headaches. That's just what it is.
Wait, so you were a DJ? Like you?
No, I tried to be a DJ. So I went to like my first rave when I was like 18, and I fell in love with like electronic music, and I was just like, yo, that's so tight to be up there. So I was in college still, trying to. I was getting my degree in finance. But I didn't want to do anything in finance. I just went to school because I promised my pops I'd go to school. Yeah. And then, so I went to like a local dive bar in Corona where I'm from. And it's like this, it's gone now, but it was like on that show Bar Rescue. It was called Rax. So I made a deal with the lady who owned it and was just like, hey, if I want to, start an EDM night here on Thursdays, can I take over your bar? So she's like, yeah, sure. Like she made like $1,000 on Thursday night. So I made a deal if I could make $3,000 at the bar, she would give me half of it in cash. So
wow.
I was getting $1,500 from this lady, but I was like going, MySpace was popping at the time, so I would like all these girls in or college that I knew. I would ask them for their MySpace. I'd get their MySpace, and then I'd just post bulletins and I DM every guy personally on their shit, like, hey babe, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Like, come to Rax. So like these dudes would just show up and there's no girls. And it's just like 50 guys that I DM'd on their pages, and they just like be sitting there drinking at the bar, like, and I'd be getting like the messages on my phone as they're like sitting there.
Where you at?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then
so it's like you just keep trying and trying, and then you hit.
Yeah, it's just marketing. I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, like,
how did you go from that to a manager though?
So there's a guy named Steven Pahel who's like one of my best friends. So he had a blog, and he lived in Corona too, but he was like an avid photographer, and he didn't have enough money for a camera. We were all broke, so he didn't have enough money for a camera, and I'd hit this lick with this bar where I was making $1,500 every Thursday. So I was just like, yo, like, just help me promote one of my nights. Like, even though I knew it was gonna hit the $3,000, I was just like, just help me and I'll buy you a camera. Who cares? So I bought him a camera, and then literally 2 weeks later, he got an offer to go on the road with one of my other, close friends, Borgor, who was like a really big dubstep DJ. So then he went on the road with him, and then introduced us, and then we hit it off and became super cool. And then I just about to graduate college, and then Borgor was like, "Yo, why don't you start managing artists with me?" And I had no clue what that meant. I didn't know what being a manager was, but I was just like, sure.
Now he's the world's greatest.
Yeah, so just kind of ran with it.
What?
And,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy stories for sure.
So who was your first like DJ you managed?
My first guy was a kid named Sick Dope who was in Poland. So I found him on SoundCloud and started managing him via AIM and just email, and then never met him, and then managed him, and then about a year later I signed this kid Jaws, who Jaws was a kid from LA. He became,
great guy.
Yeah, Sam, amazing dude, has been with me since day one. Like, became one of my biggest guys. So he was the reason I was able to move to LA. He had a song that we didn't know what to do with the song, so we put it out for free. And this dude I know was driving in a golf cart in Burning Man playing the song. And then Diplo stopped him and was like, yo, what is that song? I need to know what that song is. So then the next day, like, he hits me like, bro, you won't believe it. Diplo stopped me and asked about this song. Like, I told him it was Jaws. So then the next day, I get an email from Diplo like, yo, I want to sign this record. And then that record just blew up and kind of changed Jaws' life, changed my life. And then that's how I kind of got into the scene, moved to LA. And then I joined a management company that managed Borgore called Red Light. So then I started working there for about 4 years, and we managed everyone from like Dave Matthews Band to, you know, Enrique Iglesias, Alicia Keys at one point. Like, and then I like learned, you know, the game from a lot of these older dudes who were just, you know, OGs in the game. But, you know, just being hungry as I was, it wasn't enough for me. You know what I mean? It was just like I wanted more, and so, you know, ended up just leaving and starting my own shit.
So you didn't want to be a manager. It kind of just fell in your lap, kind of.
Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do, honestly, man. Like, you know, in college even, I was still Googling, like, how to make $100,000 a year. Like, Vic and I talk about this all the time, but I hate all these guys that sell the whole, like, how to get rich shit. I hate it so much with a passion because
that's all you saw.
No, because I was one of those vulnerable kids that would buy that shit, right? Like, that's the thing. I was one of those kids that would have bought that course to learn how to make $500,000 a year, 100,000, or how to have the cars in my garage like that, right? And that's where, you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, anybody at this couch will tell you, like, when you believe in yourself, that's when you're unstoppable. You know what I mean? Like, when you
have to believe in yourself.
Go with your gut and just believe in yourself. That's really what, like, changes everything.
See, Sarkis believes in himself and getting girls and
Goddamn 5.
all that, and that's what he does.
Next one is going to be a red Ferrari.
There you go.
Wow.
And here comes the Escalade.
Manifest it.
Yeah, mid-podcast, we're modifying Mo's car. But the story is unreal, and it's very true, and he still inspires me every day, and it's wild to see what he does, and still the same guy. Like I said, that's the most impressive part, in my opinion. You could be an asshole. You could. I remember the times you'd come to the shop, to the old shop, and we would be standing outside, and some, you know, a kid would run across the street, be like, oh my God, and he would start, like, talking to Mo and trying to have him, like, sign him and do stuff right in front of the shop, and it was nuts, you know. It was just seeing that, and, like, we have that together. We would have our fans come, his fans come. It was wild over there. But
Wait, why did you go back to the shop after Mono was a dick?
I met Vic.
I think we linked up through one of our mutual friends.
Yeah, we linked up through a mutual friend, and then, like, I don't blame him. Like, you know, any little, like, if a Middle Eastern guy walks into my shop too with a green fucking car, I'd be like, what?
Sarkis.
Is that Sarkis?
Mono's a lot nicer now. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh God, the whole YouTube is gonna be lynching Mono for this one.
I know.
Mono's incredible. He honestly doesn't even talk that much. He's very quiet now. Still to this day, he's just very quiet.
Yeah, because you know he fucked it up. That's why.
Oh, I love him.
I wish he was here so he could hear that story. That'd be.
He knows that story. I bring it up all the time.
Yeah, he knows, and it's, you know, maybe it was a wrong day. I don't know, but he definitely loves Mo now for sure.
No,
so
100%.
we all do. He's the best. But yeah, I mean, I used to go to Vegas with Mo a lot, and he gave me some crazy experiences. I can never go to Vegas again, by the way, because of you.
Yeah, he's banned.
I can't.
He's banned.
I just can't go to Vegas normal, like a normal person. I can't do it.
We made him the mayor of Vegas.
My bachelor party. I mean, everybody that came to my bachelor party was like, this is the best thing in the world, and it's all because of Mo, obviously, and he owns Vegas.
And this guy, anywhere I pull up, it's thanks to this guy. Everyone thinks I'm an owner in RDB. They're like, oh, you're guys. I'm like, no, I'm
no problem.
My best friend. No, but this guy is, all these guys, honestly, they're all family to me. So it's just like, you know, for me, cars are my passion, and I wish I could work on cars the way these guys do. And, you know, and unfortunately I have a daytime job, but I trust me, I sit in this shop for hours being like,
come work, man, anytime you want.
Looking at this shit. So this is why.
And
Put him in the spray booth.
It's crazy. It's crazy
You know,
too. Even when Vic's not here, honestly, this is true. Even when Vic's not here, like, he'll get out of the car, he'll come say hi to everybody, which most people probably would never.
No,
do that.
man, he goes.
Like,
he knows all the employees by name. They hug each other.
Yeah, like he
I'm
just
telling
gets
you,
out and like says hi to everybody.
He's a different human being,
I mean,
for sure. This guy.
There's a lot of people that, you know, we have that don't do that. As soon as they see Vic's out here, boom, they're gone.
But yeah, and he's nowhere near done, guys. Just like us, you know, the hunger is still there, and it's always going to be there, and that's part of why it keeps leveling up. You know, just like us, you have to be hungry. You have to be really hungry.
You also have to find a balancing point, right? That's the thing that I've learned is just like, you know, I look at Vic and, you know, having his son and how much happier he is, and you find a purpose, right? And I think that's so important because it's like, you know, LA is a place where it's just not real. Like it's not this life is not real, bro. Like you see, I mean, we all see it. How many guys come in here with leased Ferraris, like living check to check, that want to spend all their money to impress people that don't matter, right? At the end of the day, like a lot of people take for granted what life really is. You know what I mean? And that's what
100%.
you know, I look at it as like it's just a balance, bro. Because if you know go in that rat race of I need to be the richest, I need to be this, it's just like you're never gonna be content. And that's just what I've learned too. Is just like, you know, the more money you make, the more your expenses go. The nicer the car you drive, the nicer the house. So that more money you made is now not enough money. So now then you're at the next level of your life where, you know, and then you get to a point where you can't ever go back. So if you ever lost what you had, you're now, you know, spending, your run rate is now whatever it is, or you're spending. It's just like, I think it's a balance, man. Social media, all this shit is like fucked up.
Yeah. At the end, it's all about health and mental health and all that. That's number one.
For sure.
Not money, not what you own, not materials, all that stuff. You know, we all enjoy materials and all nice stuff, but that should come like last.
Yeah.
When I came first to America, I thought like if you have 4,000, it will be like a rich.
Yeah.
That's you still. You still do that every day.
4,000 a month.
Yeah, I was like,
You're still the same guy, man.
Rich.
Well, he lives a different lifestyle. He wants to spend all the money and have fun, and that's it. Like he doesn't. That's
bro, you don't know-
sorry.
you will never
Live
know
in the
what's gonna
moment.
happen
That's what's
Yeah, he lives in the
Imagine you
moment.
Wake up and someone.
Everybody has their
Yeah.
point of view as well, but again, health is number one, no matter what.
Totally.
So stop smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
nonstop.
cigarettes are bad, dude.
They'll probably have to leave like any minute and smoke a cigarette right now, but yeah.
Nah,
And Moses, stop drinking alcohol so much.
Moses works hard.
It's once like
Moses is a beast, man.
Yeah,
it's
Moses,
like twice a week.
Moses works hard. I'd rather him drink here than at a bar or something. I don't want him to be the guy that goes to a bar every day after work.
he doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
thank
true.
God,
He
thank God.
does.
I won't. No, I won't. Do
He
that.
doesn't go to a bar.
I can't do that.
He goes home and watches NBA and gets drunk. That's what it is.
That's fine.
Steph Curry.
He
baby.
deserves it. He
Mr.
deserves it.
Steph Curry, Chef Curry. That's amazing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But it's that's what it is, man. And again, like what he did is very inspiring, and you know, it's like the same kind of business model with RDB too. It's like we do cars and we try to be different and also excel in the industry.
He can sell a book, like write it. Like how,
Oh, I'm sure he will one day. You want to
and
write
he
a
can
book?
make a book.
That would
and
be
sell it.
interesting. That would be
Bro, it's
interesting.
the same thing. The people like they become rich.
It becomes a course.
Make
and
a
you sell
story
it.
to sell a book.
Yeah, I'll get it off for free.
Yeah, he'll never do that. He'll never.
But I
do
will
that.
say one of the best things has just been like how much Vic and I have broken the internet together, dude. Just like all the builds we've done is just over the course of the last like 6-7 years. I mean, with all RDB, obviously everybody,
Yeah.
but it's just like if you look at our text thread, it's just what should we do? What should we do? Some outlandish shit, and you know, what I mean, it's
Yeah,
been one of the funnest things.
He made that green color famous around the world. I mean, that's by far facts. Like that the army green color on his. It was the McLaren first we did.
Yeah.
We did we started with the
720.
458, right? We did the matte
yes,
green with the
yes, yes.
458.
Mhm.
Then we went to the Aventador in the green. Then we did the McLaren in the
The
green,
720.
the
Yeah.
720 in the green. And
Yeah.
we did. I mean, we've done everything. Now the 765 is in the green. The Hellcat is in the green.
Yeah.
The
And that green, like nobody wanted to do it on an exotic car, and you're like,
Yeah.
I want to do it on my exotic. I think I even kind of argued with you. I'm like, man, it's a little weird color, but it exploded. Like the internet went viral, as usual. I remember when your McLaren was red, and we put Moses in the trunk.
that was
That was a
Oh, yeah.
viral
It was on
video.
World Star. That
Yeah.
video was
Yeah.
on World Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of viral stuff, and we keep doing it till this day, which is crazy. It's hard to do unique shit with cars. Everybody's done
No.
everything, so
totally.
it's very hard to do it. And I think we're gonna do some more viral shit soon. He's getting a SF90 Spider.
yeah. So
gonna be
I have
good.
my 765 Spider, my SF90 Spider coming in the next month.
Oh, we did have a caller today that said, "Would you sell your car for $550
I've
instead of $585?"
I've had
Which car?
I
The,
put
I think, yeah, it was
The McLaren.
765.
McLaren, yeah.
I put the 765 up on this like Facebook group with like all exotics, and
Oh, that's why.
yeah, I've gotten like 5 DMs like 550,
And this guy's
550,
serious.
and I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to sell for 550. I don't need to sell it.
That car's crazy.
It's
A lot of
dude,
people don't
it's-
realize how crazy that car
It's
is.
so much fun still.
Yeah.
Like I drive it in Vegas, and I'm just like, yo, this is the funnest car. But then the SF90, I drive it here, and I'm like, oh my god.
SF90 blows everything away. It's
Everything.
just
It's just-
nuts.
The McLaren, you feel like a driver more, but like the Ferrari is just so refined, and the SF90 is just sickening fast that you don't even believe it's going that fast.
The SF90, I think, is just the future of fast cars.
For
That's
sure.
what it is. It's
For
just
sure.
the future. It's nothing's gonna beat that. Like, it's just gonna become one day. It's gonna be 2000. Can you imagine what's gonna happen to cars? Like,
No, it's just we're gonna take off into the air soon. I mean,
I
at this
swear.
rate, I mean,
now they're doing twin turbo Lambos that are like 3,000, 3,500 horsepower. I'm like, what? Like,
insane.
it's just getting crazy.
They're talking about $1 million cars. I just want to upgrade to a V6 Honda Accord.
What about that GTR you just got? Do you
I don't know. I
want
haven't
to sell it?
No, I
Why?
would.
You wouldn't want that.
I always
nice
wanted a
car.
GTR. Honestly, one of my like homies like growing
Cool.
up was this Russian kid who had like an air conditioning company and he had a GTR and I was like, man, like he would let me drive it sometimes. And I had like a salvage title 6 Series BMW. So I was just like, well, fuck. Well, so he would sometimes let me take the GTR and I'd be like, this is insane, dude. And then it was always just in the back of my head, like get a GTR
Crazy.
one day. And I just never really wanted one. But then I found this one that had the Alpha 16 kit on it already and was just like, okay, if I'm going to get one, I might as well just get one that's done up.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, he's buying all the cars that like our generation was like playing in video games
Yeah.
and looking at them, like the Supras, the GTRs, like NSX.
been going down the list right now.
He was buying an Integra the other day.
Yeah, I was trying to buy a Type R the other day, but they're like
Ooh.
80,000 right now. Bro,
Those are nice.
Yeah,
they're
so he's going down that
Moses
list,
right there. That's
I like.
Moses.
No, they're nice.
which is cool to see because he was like, he started, BMW, whatever, and then he went like exotics, and then now he's going back to like nostalgic, like older.
JDM, like
JDM.
all the old shit, just because it's just like. But and then I bought a bunch of classic American cars, which I never cared about,
Yeah.
and I'm selling them now because I don't know why. This quarantine made me so bored.
Yep, yep.
So
It's his collection is weird. One of the cars we haven't even shown yet, and you guys don't know what it is. It doesn't even make sense to be.
no.
And nobody's even seen this thing like
And-
anywhere.
And I read some article today about like those kind of cars where like that generation's gonna die soon,
Yeah.
and then our generation's not gonna care about that car. so I
Dude,
bought
That's
it.
so
Oh my
messed up.
And I'm like, God damn it! I didn't think of it that way. Like,
But you can't think of it that way because behind us,
yeah,
I mean, we have a car from what is that, 1947?
yeah.
It's a freaking Corvette, and it belonged to the Italian mafia in the 50s. I mean, it's really cool to see that. I think
yeah.
when there's
Sure.
Aventadors and all kinds of shit.
But there's only
Yeah.
3,000 of those cars. The one that we're talking about, there's only 3,000 made. So I mean, hopefully it retains its value.
It will, man. I think it will. It's only gonna get crazier later. The classic cars,
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. My client just bought a Countach for almost $1 million. Like,
Yeah.
everything's just crazy.
Hopefully this market corrects a little bit though. I mean, the exotic shit's going down a little.
It is.
bit.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. And I don't think the crazy cars will go like the limited, but I think
Yeah.
the regulars will go down.
But
so.
like SF90s are going like SVJs are back down to like 9s.
I mean, that's still a lot.
It's still a
for us
lot
to-
considered what the sticker is, but I
Yeah.
It's
mean,
crazy.
I mean, none of it made sense.
Do you feel like the muscle cars are kind of boring, just because they're kind of just heavy and loud and slow?
And no handling.
I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm building 2 cars right now. A 70 Chevelle with a Roadster shop chassis and like a Nelson LS is 1,000 horsepower LS, and then I have a 69 Charger with a Hellcat motor with the Roadster shop chassis. So those will be done in like October, November. I think those will be fun, like the resto
I'm
mods.
sure it'll be fun. It's just they're
Yeah.
different. They drive very
Yeah.
But
different.
comparing it to like the SF90, it's
No,
like
man.
You just can't even for
it's
like,
like nothing.
it looks cool in your garage. Like
Yeah.
having an old Camaro is sick,
Yeah.
but then like when you really are like, man, if I'm gonna go pull out and show out, like no girl is gonna hop in my 69 Camaro, but they're gonna hop in my SF90.
Yeah.
Like it's just a different like thing, you know what I mean? I might get the old
Exactly.
white guy in the Camaro, but
Yeah. You talk to them, yeah. Anywhere you go with that, you'll get pulled over by somebody
sure,
and talking
for sure.
about it.
But-
That's true.
they're just cool though. I mean, I think they're just they're cool cars, but you can't really compare.
Are you buying it to like flip it, or you just you want
Nah,
to just
I
save
just
it?
buy shit that I like just want to have,
Oh,
and then I'll
okay.
sell. But like I'm very like, I mean, you should see I'm really cheap with how I buy my car. Like I don't like I buy like I'm a dealer. You know what I mean? If I
Yeah.
don't get it at a price where I know I'm not gonna lose
Yeah.
money on it, or if I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose, I won't buy it.
You can sell it for and break even.
Any car,
basically.
yeah, exactly. If I can break even on a car that I had, like every car I've had thus far, like I've never
Yeah.
really lost money on a car because, I buy it at the right price or
Especially the Ferraris. I mean,
yeah, the
they
Ferrari.
go up insanely.
Yeah.
Ferrari
yeah.
game's crazy.
I mean, he made me go on auction on bringatrailer.com when he was flying in an airplane and made me bid on a Diablo, and
Yeah,
we didn't know how high to go, and we stopped at one point, but it was like a record-breaking Diablo that sale.
yeah.
So
It was like 425 grand, 415. But that's been my
Damn.
addiction. Has been bring a trailer. I literally am on that website every fucking day because it's crazy though because it's like all the cars that like
mhm.
you wouldn't expect to be like that mint. Like I bought that NSX the other day. It's a 2005 NSX. The last year they made the NSX that body, and it has 25,000 miles on it. Turbo 6-speed. And it's like, who the fuck has a car like that just sitting with 25,000 miles? And the red Supra I bought,
Yeah, the red Supra's crazy.
97 turbo with fucking 19,000 original miles.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the guy found it from like his neighbor when he was a kid. His neighbor had that car since he was a kid. And then he went to this neighbor's house one day and was like, "Can I just buy the car?" And he bought it for like 40 grand and then flipped it to, what I bought it for. But
That car's clean.
yeah,
Car's clean.
Is that just like eBay or something?
it's like it's like a higher end eBay, but like it's more like enthusiast.
It's like you
driven.
trust
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
You trust it a lot.
Like
yeah.
I bought this 70 Chevelle SS from there, like an original documented Chevelle, and it's like I called the guy when I bought it, and like he's like when I was a kid, this was my dream car. He's like, I had the car for 30 years. Like, I'm so excited to see it go to your collection. Like it's just cool when you hear, especially the American cars, when you hear the stories that like these guys have in the like. There was guys when I was trying to buy a 68 Charger, like, I don't want to sell it to you, rich fuck. Like, I don't want you, like, you could afford it. Like, just like the craziest shit. And I'm like, bro, okay, I don't want to buy your Charger. Like, I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah.
There's like people like that have such sentimental value for some of these cars.
That's the thing too. You're right. With the older classic cars like that, there's more sentimental people
for
sure,
sure.
which is cool to see. I mean,
yeah.
I say it all the time. I love my Urus. I won't sell it to make 100 grand or
Nah.
whatever.
Nah.
I've gotten offers before, and I just don't care because it's perfect for me.
Totally.
So
Why haven't you bought a SVJ?
Because I had my Aventador, and then I was like, the SVJ wasn't that different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And at that point, it was at like sticker cost, so it wasn't like you weren't seeing them go.
your Aventador, I mean, looked crazier than
Yeah.
the SVJ.
Yeah.
Because it's wide body and
We
all
did-
that shit.
Yeah, so then I didn't buy it, and then
That's the only car you don't have.
yeah, I wouldn't buy it at the price it's at.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't make sense.
Double.
Yeah, it's like
Aventador sick is just not practical like at all. It's
No.
like
It's like a
the
go kart.
weirdest car.
it's the best appeal car in my opinion, but like drivability wise, like when you're in LA traffic in
Oh
Aventador,
my
it's
God.
just like
Remember, you would have battery problems.
Oh
We'd
my
have to
God.
come and like
Yeah,
save you and listen,
Dude.
all kinds of
there's
shit.
all kinds of shit. So it's just like but the Ferrari is amazing to drive on the road, and the 760, the 720S was a lot better. The 765 is like a race car, so you can feel and hear everything.
Rattles
Really?
and shit.
Yeah,
It's a rattling car, man.
because it doesn't have any of the insulation and shit that a 720 has.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like a straight race
wow.
car. So
And the 720s, you can make it just as fast,
yeah,
if more, whatever.
That's your 720. I felt like was like one of the fastest cars
so
I've
fast.
been in. And then Vic said this was faster, so I guess.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah,
But that car just felt
1,000
so
horsepower.
fast.
I mean, and
Something
this is-
about the 720. I don't know.
you know what it is too with the 720. I think the turbos hit harder
Yeah.
than the SF90, but the SF90 is too smooth and
You don't
it just
feel
has the electric assist and it just goes and zero traction problems, like nothing. The 720 is just like boost,
Yeah.
That car was crazy.
So it felt like that. But you sat in this car into the launch. It felt way faster than a 720.
that dude.
This thing launches like it's crazy, bro. It's
Have you
like
launched?
roller coaster?
No, I'm
Yeah.
traumatized from launching.
Dude, it's like
I launched one time in a car I won't say, and I had to call Vic because I broke the axle.
I mean, but that car doesn't take that kind of beating like this car will.
Yeah,
so you're
I've
fine.
been traumatized. I'm like, I never will I launch a car ever. I'm like,
you just bought like a track GTR.
yeah. Well, I launched those. I guess.
Yeah, but then he took off the drag tires and put street tires on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks way better though.
It looks way.
It
Better.
looks
the
way
drag tires
better.
is way too like.
Yeah, it's too
I go to the
much.
track every weekend.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
guy.
too much.
I mean, it's very intimidating. It's cool.
Yeah.
Was that your first E85 car, the GTR?
Yeah, and I just had my buddy Pat who like built my Supra. He just delivered like 4 55-gallon drums to my warehouse. Of,
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
E98.
Mind you, he's
Yeah.
never driven he drove the GTR one time.
Yeah, I drove it up to second gear on Sunset Boulevard, and I made a U-turn and said, "This is crazy."
So yeah, nobody.
It smells good though.
Yeah.
The E85.
My Supra though is on E85 and it's got like 800 horsepower.
Oh really?
That thing is just scary fast because you just hear the turbo just go. And then you're
Bro,
just
the
like,
Supra sound back in the day
oh
would be
my
so.
God.
it would-
I'm like, dude, this is the turbo is just insane. The GTR has that sound too.
yeah. GTR sounds very crazy, weird, like different.
Yeah.
It's different sounding car. I don't know how to explain it,
Yeah.
but it's dope. But still,
What do you want to say,
That's okay.
Sarkis?
oh, these
Oh,
two
it
are
sounds
not
like
even
you have
talking.
something you have to say.
I'm just thinking about how can I fix up my car.
How can I be rich?
For sure, how can you be rich? Just
Yeah.
thinking about it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna like stop.
Classy dip.
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna still like.
Okay, how about if you were to change roles with Mo, success and all that, what would you be doing right now?
No, a better thing would be like if you switch with Sarkis right now, what would you do to like elevate yourself?
Well, you're trying to give Sarkis good advice right now? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. He's like, quit.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Start your own shop now
Yeah, open up.
and then fail.
I think in today's landscape, bro, anybody can become rich. It just really is just finding your like Sarkis could go tomorrow and become TikTok famous and start.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just
You're
like
right.
It's
we
true.
live in a world where like
You're right.
nobody like anybody like imagine 10 years ago you would say you're a millionaire from YouTube
Yeah.
or a millionaire from an app called TikTok like or
Yeah.
Instagram, right? Like
Yeah.
OnlyFans, like all the shit that's available today, like
Yeah.
there's no excuses to why, like, you know what I mean? It just comes
Yeah.
down to figuring out a niche and sticking to it and like,
Yeah.
you know, just really doing something different.
I know it sucks. Like the people 10 years ago don't have the same advantage that we do. You know,
Yeah.
they couldn't be YouTubers or any of that. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, even our business, we had it before there was Instagram,
YouTube.
like RDB.
Oh yeah,
RDB existed before Instagram.
that's why you got the name.
So like when Instagram started, we like jumped in and we really like, you know, stepped it up on it. And that's why, I mean, we're almost at 1 million followers on RDBLA's Instagram, like generic, organic, not bought. But yeah,
Those reels.
reels are crazy right now. Reels
They're
are
pushing reels. That's the thing. Like Instagram's pushing reels heavy right now to compete with TikTok.
Yeah.
Because
posts suck right now.
yeah, I was just with someone from TikTok today. I had lunch with them, and she was telling me that the average in like 2019 they had 19 million users, and the average screen time was 35 minutes per user. Now they have over 100 something million active users, and the average screen time is 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, man. My wife sits there and she's on
I'm one of
TikTok
them.
watching. You know?
I lay in bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm so tired. Then I'm like, oh, let me just watch one TikTok, and then fucking 40 concrete pouring videos later, I'm like, this shit is crazy
Yeah,
how they pour concrete like this. Like,
Yeah, it's really cool.
and I'm like, it does. It's
It's
insane.
smart, and that's what Instagram's trying to do now
Totally.
to keep them on there, right? Because post doesn't keep people on.
No, that's the
Yeah.
thing. You go through your feed and you scroll, and then you're off. But
It's more serious though. Instagram, it's way more serious. So
It's
like,
crazy, man. When you think right
for
now, when
businesses, you
there
know?
was Instagram, there was no TikTok, and we were on Instagram. You always thought like, what else could they do on social
Yeah.
media to make it like big? Lo and behold, it's
I thought
like
that same
little
thing.
clips now and little reels.
well, it was like Vine, right? Vine was
Yeah.
so popping, but Vine
Yeah.
had no way to monetize. It was
I-
6-second clips.
I don't understand why they even went out of business because I feel like they were on top and then they just
They had no way to
shut
make
down.
money. There's no like, how do you you can't monetize that, right? But TikTok is bringing in over $100 million a month in revenue.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Based off ads, based off all the other things that they're
Yeah.
doing. So it's just like on a 6-second clip, there's not much that can be done where
That's crazy.
this side. So it's a, you know, TikTok has changed music as a whole, man. Like
Mhm.
Oh, I know it has.
it's just like you see songs going viral off of TikTok,
Yeah.
and like now labels, like their whole marketing campaign is like, if you don't have a viral TikTok, like we can't
Oh my
promote the
God.
song, and it's just like
That is crazy.
you can't replicate virality, right? It's like organic to an extent.
So what's next? That's what we got to think. What's next?
It's hard, man. Who knows?
What can be TikTok, honestly?
I mean,
Bro, they will think about some name and just open.
Even
up.
Sarkis is on TikTok all day. Like,
Yeah, he is.
but it's cool because it like you have everything. Like,
And
I play Call of Duty every night. I see what meta guns are on there. Like I
it shows you what you want to see.
Yeah, it's like a random like the car shit. I'll go and look at car shit if I like want to see something. If I want to see
Yeah.
cooking or like anytime I'm like I want to eat healthier, I'll go. There's like 50
Yeah.
recipes right on my fucking own page. I'm
Well,
like,
that's also scary because it's like all the new generations is going to do that.
for sure.
And then there's going to be no more like shops and no more stores. And it's just going to be doing TikToks and this and that. That's workers are going to be hard to find,
That's
man.
bad.
Yeah, bro.
Less
Like,
professional.
these days,
content.
like
Yeah.
a lot of people are trying to be like TikTok famous.
So Sarkis, what could you do to be TikTok famous?
I'm not even thinking about it. I swear.
You could be TikTok famous if you just
I-
did like a BMW thing, like because you have so much knowledge.
Be
on
like a
it.
BMW specialist
Yeah.
TikTok.
I'm not even thinking about TikTok, bro. Like I don't know why.
What do you mean?
I
No, we're just
only go
saying,
look,
like-
look at the girls and that's it.
You make Jesus Christ.
They're really young on TikTok.
Also Russian dating sites. Don't worry.
I just
It's really the Russian date. What's our time? We gotta.
It's like 35 minutes.
Okay. Well, do you have time or you want to just your Escalade's done? So this guy has meetings and he meets with TikTok, Instagram every day, and this and that is. I always look out. I don't. Even though I want him with me 24 hours a day, I know he's a busy guy and
Yeah, he
I've
didn't
got
plan.
time.
he'll stay with me till like and not go to meetings, and it makes me feel.
I
weird.
always am late to my
Makes me
meetings.
feel
If
weird.
I come here, I'm late to my meetings.
Yeah,
I literally tour the shop every time I come. I'm like, yo, what are you working on? Like,
Yeah.
I want to see what he's doing, whose car it is, what like mods they're doing.
How you can-
That's my whole question every time I come here.
And how you can top them.
100%. And other shops. I'm like, yo, I'm team RDB all the way. Fuck everybody else.
I mean, it's just what it is. I think we're like the enthusiasts car shop, in my opinion. It's like because we're the enthusiasts, you know. It's not only about the money and whatever. We love the shit. So
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
you're
we're
not
about.
just slapping body kits on. I mean, like this guy's doing
Yeah.
everything and anything to a car. Like
yeah,
I'll never forget when he was building the G wagons and they're cutting the tops off fucking $200,000 trucks at that time. Like
yeah,
it's just like you know what I mean. That takes a lot of balls to just rip it off and then fucking fully fabricate this and that and then like the
Yeah.
other G wagon you had the other day where you had the bumpers made, you had the tire rack made.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. Like it's like a lot of LA shops don't want to do that because it's not worth the time. Like
Yeah.
think about
It's
how much time you have to keep a car in your fucking warehouse versus like they could do tint wheels and suspension and make whatever and get
Yeah.
another 4 cars in and at the same time it takes that one car to be finished.
yeah. We love that shit. If I could do just that kind of shit, I would
Yeah.
honestly, because that's the fun shit for us. And going viral on the internet is like the added bonus. You know, just people seeing it and going, wow, it makes us happier and makes us more like want to do our job more. So, you know, it's cool. Just like everything else, every industry, it's like music too. When your music goes viral, it makes you guys want to do more
Totally.
music, you know? And it's all for the fans and the audience at the end like that. So
But you guys have done a like incredible job with the content. You know, like that's always been a thing for you guys and just
yeah.
the YouTube videos. Like I mean, I posted the McLaren for sale today and it's like half the comments are like I saw this on RDB's YouTube. I saw this on RDB's YouTube build like
That's what's the thing about our YouTube. We don't have millions of subscribers or millions of views, but like
You have millions.
somehow everybody sees it. It's like it's crazy to me. And like we get calls every day. We go out and people come up to us, like big people. We're not talking about just like young guys or whatever. We're talking about like 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, like really big shots. Tyrese watches our YouTube. He's telling me all about it. I'm like, dude, Fast and Furious is bigger than our YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like it's weird when Tyrese is calling me out and saying I watch your YouTubes, So it's crazy. And we got made fun of doing YouTube. People would be like, oh, this is a YouTube shop.
yeah.
And I'll be like, now you have YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Now they're all making content,
it's just
TikToks.
what it
and-
is.
Hey, but you know what's interesting? You think like it's real? Can he drive the car like that or no on the street?
No.
What?
Like that was him driving.
Don't cover
It's a
your-
movie, bro. It's a
So
movie.
that's not him.
It might be, but it's
I
probably
think, like,
close
they
track.
do-
Look, maybe
drive-
the first couple ones, and then it just went to completely.
That would be interesting. Like whenever I see him, my first question will be like, "Do you really know how to drive the car like that, or just?"
No,
like,
I think it's like
It's not Tom Cruise, bro. It's
No.
Tyrese.
bro. Tom Cruise, even the movie, like everything he does it by itself.
I know. Tom
But I
Cruise.
think they
That's
do-
what he's known for, bro.
I think they do like few stuff, maybe like drift the car.
Well, yeah, they're in London filming Fast 10, and we're talking, and he's like, "Come
And
out
all
to
these
London." I'm
Interesting
like,
question.
stop covering the mic with your hands.
All
he
the
covers the whole
interesting
mic and talk.
bro, it's like the 26th podcast. You don't understand
He
it?
still doesn't
Nah, I'm
know.
just dizzy, bro.
You're dizzy.
I'm here from like 7:30 in the morning. It's been like shit.
I mean, seriously, just smoke today.
Normally he's sleeping as well. You know why he's dizzy? Because he has to smoke a cigarette.
No, I'm not
Oh.
sleeping because he's next to me. That's fine.
You know-
I just want to enjoy my time.
Oh, you're excited to be next
He's
to him?
very excited.
Oh.
But
What we'll ask him some questions. What do you want to know?
yeah, Sarkis, ask me some questions.
How can I get rich?
Nah.
Can I go out with you?
Yeah, that will be my next.
I used to love BMW. I mean, I still love
Yeah,
BMW, but
that
that
was my question.
That was my
So-
first car. My dad bought me a 1998 740 IL from the Mannheim auction, and then I became like I was in love.
So how come you don't have like
He was gonna buy that
literally,
car.
I called
Yeah.
him. There was a Mola
Yeah.
red was my favorite color.
Yeah, my
So there
M3 is
was-
a Muller.
Yeah, there was a 740i the other day on Bring a Trailer with 36,000 miles,
Nice.
but it had tan interior.
Mm.
Oh, and you don't like.
I want to. If I bought it, I would have want black, but
Oh,
it went for like 45 grand. And I was gonna buy it, and then I bought another one, but the reserve didn't meet. We had like 100,000 miles, but it was black. Or it was red with Mola red with black.
Yeah.
But the guy didn't want to let it go, and it had like 2 accidents. So I was like, I don't want
why
it.
don't you buy
But
big?
did you guys notice like who likes BMW? They like Ferrari. Like next option, if you go on top, is the Ferrari.
No, he likes all cars.
I like all cars.
I
I've
like
never
all-
been Mercedes though.
No, I mean like,
Mercedes.
what's your favorite car now, Lambo or Ferrari? Just be honest.
It's so different. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
It's like, do you like Mercedes or BMW? But like, if you drove a Mercedes, I drive in the Maybach now, and I'm like, I love this car. The technology of Mercedes is incredible. You driving a BMW, it's like, I mean, I'm trying to buy an AMG GT right now to do this wide body build, and it's
Yeah, but here's the point. You're not buying any BMWs other than trying to buy like the 7 Series for old. You don't want like a new or
no, that's true.
you know.
I'm not
BMW
Did you see
doesn't.
the new 7 Series? It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like I have the Maybach, and the
Okay,
Maybach
yeah.
is way more like luxurious. But I'm
telling
trying
you.
to buy the E30 M3 right now. I've been trying to buy one.
You should buy his car and
Those
fix it up. He doesn't do shit.
No, don't touch my
He doesn't
car.
do shit.
Why?
Because I wouldn't
Baby.
give him that burden. That's why.
That's his baby.
Bro, just give him your car and let him fix it up and let him drive it.
He's gonna make me fix it up.
Yeah, it's gonna sit here, man. I don't know if you know, but everything's here.
No.
I just took 4 cars out of the other garage the other day, dude.
He's like, yeah, my warehouse is ready. I'm like,
Thank God.
the weirdest
So how
cars
many
just
cars do
sitting.
you have now? Like 40, 50,
No, like I think I'm at like 17.
17.
But it's really cool to see his collection. It's like so different. Like it's the variety is crazy.
Yeah, I've just been building my cars shit I want. You know what I mean? Like shit I'm like, well,
He has like a little blue custom race car. It's the weirdest car.
yeah. I drove that for the first time the other day. Oh my God, it's a death box. I'm like, I put it up for sale right away. I'm like, it's like all carbon fiber,
Yeah.
and it has a twin turbo Hefner, like twin turbo Gallardo motor in it. And it's like 950 horsepower. And I'm just like, dude, there's no way I'm going to die in this thing.
It weighs nothing.
No, I bought a Ducati. It's in my living room.
Yeah, I
I
remember that.
don't ride it because I'm like, okay, I'm
Good.
gonna crash on this.
Good.
But it's just
When are you gonna get a Bugatti?
I don't know. I just like I've been thinking about it. I'm like, what do I buy? I don't know if I'd want.
step.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'd probably buy a LaFerrari first. Honestly, I'd buy a LaFerrari first, and then I'd go for like a Koenigsegg or a Pagani.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
I don't know if I'd like
I think
Bugatti.
Pagani is one of the best ones.
Yeah, I
My
just
favorite.
Bugatti's cool, but the thing with any of those bro, is like you can't really daily it.
Yeah,
Like driving a $3 million car around like
Yeah.
LA, and
worried about it the whole time.
yeah, it's like I took my SF90 to valet one day at a restaurant here. I come out and the guy's like, "Sorry, man,
Oh,
some
yeah.
guy just walked by and he broke your light." And I look and like the guy kicked off my license plate light. And he
Yeah.
was just like,
Like purposely.
purposely. The valet was like, "Bro, he was some security guard driver for someone." He's like, he literally walked by your car and we watched him just go, just kick the light off. And
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow, just stupid and
It was
jealous.
like a $1,500 part for a fucking license plate light.
Yeah.
that was
And then
fucked
Vic fixed it by soldering it.
It's just dumb and jealous people.
Yeah.
That's I mean it comes with it, you know, it's just what it is. But yeah, if you have a LaFerrari, you're not gonna just be driving around and
No.
I mean some people do, but geez, man.
Well,
I
you can't
don't
put
know.
miles on them. Unless you really
yeah.
don't care. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you're that like, but it's like that's the hard part of those cars. At least like I don't feel bad driving any of these cars. Like if I put miles on it, I'm like, okay, who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, those cars, there's only so many people that can afford those cars, right? And they're probably wanting to collect it. They're not trying to daily drive a
Mm-hmm.
car like that. So it's like then you're really stuck with a $3-4 million car with hella miles on it.
Yeah.
So that's
Well-
why I'd rather just stick to the shit that like we have.
Well, you should talk to your McLaren buddies because I heard a P1 replacement is coming.
Yeah, they offered it to us.
Yeah.
I got a call from them, but we had to buy the Elva.
Mm.
So if we got an Elva, it would
Yeah.
probably be the chance of getting the slot. But it's called the Ultimate, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, because I heard McLaren's going to names now instead of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
really?
yeah, because I mean I heard this story because McLaren's funded by Saudis apparently, and the Saudis want names on the cars. They don't want numbers. This is what I heard because now there's that Arturo, that little McLaren,
Yeah.
and then like you said, the names are coming out. So
What's this gonna be the name? No more numbers.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I forgot what it is, but it is something. But it's like
because the P1 right now is like $2 million. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
yeah.
it's
I mean
crazy.
everything.
Yeah,
Why is that car so much?
Carrera GT $2 million.
Senna's dropped down to like 900, but they're back up to like 1.4 now.
Yeah,
You know, like they right before the pandemic, they were like 900 grand.
I remember you were gonna get
I was
one.
gonna get one. Someone offered me for 900. I was about to buy it, and then I didn't.
Could have made like 500 grand right now.
Dude, there's so many things I wish I would have just bought. I didn't buy. But
This is like pre-COVID, way.
Isn't
before
it
COVID.
smart to like sell now? I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
I mean,
just-
I put all my stuff up for sale. I mean, really, I have the spiders of everything coming anyway. But I've just also like, you know, for me, it's like I've driven them. I don't really need them anymore, and I drive my Maybach or my TRX, and then when I'm here, I have the Escalade now. Like,
So all your cars are in Vegas mostly? Or?
no, it's between
Somewhere here,
RDB,
somewhere there.
Oh.
between RDB and Vegas.
I was gonna say
Yeah, it's just those two places.
Why do you want to move them all the way out there? Just because?
he lives in Vegas now.
Oh, that's where you
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I'm back and
Oh,
forth
okay.
between LA and Vegas. So
Oh.
but I have a warehouse out there, so I was just like, I
Yeah, he went nuts. That thing looks crazy.
Yeah, so I just bought.
Which one would you prefer, like Vegas or here?
It's just different, man.
It's like a business there. That's why you're going there, or just
Yeah, I'm there for work all the time anyway. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Between all my guys, artists, like residents.
And it's LA Vegas is like so close.
Yeah, it's a 45-minute flight, but I just got tired of LA, man. It's just like,
LA is superficial, man.
yeah,
It's great to be here for business, all that stuff, but it's very superficial.
yeah.
Very. I don't even go out anymore. Like I
No,
work and I go home and do families. That's it.
yeah. The restaurants are good here,
Yeah.
but the nightlife is like, besides Hyde, there's really nothing else to go to, and then
Yeah,
it's just,
it's weird.
yeah.
Do you live in like one of the hotels, like the?
No,
or-
I live way off the strip.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in a normal community, and it's a lot of people from California in my neighborhood. Like, there's a guy one of the guys who like started Tilly's, who has like he has like he's got a
Whoa.
Bugatti. He's the biggest Bugatti collector
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the world, but he's got like the sport one, like in his living room in his house. Like you drive by his house in his neighborhood, and it's literally in his living room is
What the fuck?
Bugatti.
That's so cool.
And then like his
He's the one who has that hell bug and the thing,
His-
the red one.
Yeah,
and
his cars are insane. But like, you know, and then I've been putting lifts in my garage. So the lady was like telling me about the guy who created Atari. They just did his whole fucking like studio. He collects pinball machines and cars.
Crazy.
So they just put like 20 of the three stack triple stacking bend pack lifts in his
Jeez.
garage. So there's like a lot of people out there that are just like, and there's, I mean, a lot of people move there for taxes and shit. Like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
less in California. So, but
Makes sense, man. California's tough to do business, but it's great business. It's hard. It's very hard.
Well,
Yeah.
how did the taxes work for you then, since you are not always there?
well, I moved from California, so I sold my office.
So your
my house.
your
He's Vegas.
taxes have to do with.
Vegas.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I gave up.
Oh, that's
California.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't miss it.
Okay, now I'm moving to Vegas now.
Yeah, move to Vegas.
Yeah,
Okay.
next
Yeah,
month.
move your Vegas and lose your job and then have no money.
Oh, if
Gamble.
Sarkis moves to Vegas,
learn
he'll
to
be
gamble.
broke so
Well,
fast.
we're doing RDB Vegas probably soon.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Sarkis
I'm
will
putting
go
an
there.
RDB sign on my warehouse.
Really?
Sure.
He's the only guy that has the rights to that for sure.
Oh, you're
Nobody
really gonna
else.
do that? That's
No,
cool.
No, but I mean, I don't want to fuck up the quality of their business. Dude. I'm gonna start wrapping cars on the side.
RDV Plassy dip.
Yeah.
No.
I'll work on my cars and pretend I'm big. My cousin Timur is like Sarkis, so that's my Sarkis.
Fuck, I gotta bring Timur on here one day.
Yeah.
I love Timur.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
He's working, man.
He's just getting too much pussy in his bi-turbo, like he says.
His Mercedes
His
bi-turbo.
That's all he says. My bi-turbo. Like, dude.
That thing sounds cool. Huh?
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
He was excited. I think when he got it, he was really excited.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
Timur's most cousin, if you guys don't know, and he went along with the journey too, man.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's the same guy as Mo, honestly. Like
Yeah,
they have the same.
hard to find. He's
Yeah.
one of
Is
the
he
best.
like your assistant?
No.
Oh, no?
No, he
Oh.
so he was like he's a really good chef and like we grew up together and then I just was like, yo, you should come out here to LA. There's so much more opportunity. So he
Yeah.
came out here and he works like within my company now and
Oh, that's cool.
works with
What's his
Marshmello.
position?
He's like basically like he does a lot of like the day-to-day stuff with Marshmello. So he like works with him and
So like Marshmallow's assistant?
yeah,
Okay.
like that.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he does all that shit and like so
That's cool.
Marshmello actually bought him that S63 for his birthday because he had an X3 and then his lease was up. So then we
I
bought him
remember.
a
I remember that
S63
X3.
and then Vic did the RDB treatment, blacked it out, lowered it, wheels, exhaust.
Those cars always look good, man.
they look fire.
Those
cars
S-Class coupes,
are-
man.
they're sick.
They're very underrated cars.
Totally,
Honestly,
they're sick.
I always liked that car.
Yeah,
We did some Mansory ones, some Wald ones back in the day. I
that walled
remember.
one, that green walled one, you did with
Yeah,
the red. I'll never
that blew up the internet too. I remember that
car
shit.
was insane.
Yeah, because I took off all the resonators and mufflers off that car, and it sounded like, dude, it's sick for a Mercedes. I mean, that's so sick. And it was matte green. Like that was one of my favorite cars back then.
Sick.
Yeah, I remember that. BMW sucks.
I'm not gonna say anything,
They stopped making nice cars after my car.
bro. They just made a thing like the
What?
M5, M8. Don't tell me those.
Look, there's an M5 there. He crashed because it sucks.
I know what he wants to say really bad.
Parked it
It's
right
better
next
than
to
your
Marcus.
Volkswagen.
Bro, Volkswagen makes Porsche, which is very respected, right? You love Porsche?
Yeah,
Okay, same company as Audi, same thing as Lamborghini.
Bugatti.
Okay, there you go. So
Are you gonna get a Urus?
If Vic gets this red one for me that his friend is selling, right?
Oh, the
We're
white
gonna
body
work
one?
on it. We're gonna work on it.
Kidding. I never really wanted a Urus. I don't know why.
Really?
I had the Cullinan and I love the Cullinan. Like
His Cullinan went viral too.
yeah,
course.
we did the wide, like one of the first wide bodies, and,
Mhm.
and that was fun. But I just like the Urus is sick, but I don't know.
What about G-Wagon? You like G-Wagon?
No, I would never buy a G-Wagon. It's just that it's too like LA soccer mom
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Brabus G-Wagon though?
It's sick, but it's just like you can't really tell.
There's
the
also a
difference.
ton of them, bro. It's like
Ton,
weird. There's so many Brabus G-Wagons.
Is
when they
there?
sell a replica
There.
kit, it's
Oh.
yeah, everybody and their mom has
Get
it.
offered that all the time, by the way.
What is what does it cost for the whole Brabus kit for the G-Wagon?
You're paying like 60 grand at least.
Oh wow.
And then you have to add wheels, this, that. It gets up to like 80, 90 grand. Mhm.
It's Moses' dream.
I don't know. I'm not a big
G-Wagon?
G-Wagon. There's a crashed one right there. Look at that Urus. The Urus is such a perfect car.
So it's sick.
Is that a Lessa's? That
No,
no?
No,
Doesn't he have one like that? Or no?
not that color.
we wrapped it that color.
We wrapped it white.
The first time we
It was
wrapped
like a
we
sand.
wrapped it twice.
We
We
wrapped
wrapped
it
it
twice.
sand, and then we wrapped
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah, white.
white. Yeah.
Oh. I have
Yeah, we
the
wrapped it
Ferrari
twice.
SUV coming though. I ordered that.
Oh wow.
V12.
Also, is there a picture for that or not?
No, I don't have a picture of it. They just
Well, they leaked that one picture.
they
wa-
leaked it, but
I wonder how
I
that
don't
one's
think
gonna
that's true picture because they're changing the body again.
Don't talk like that.
I'm not, bro. I'm just
Can't hear
tired.
you.
soon, and I'm sure we're gonna make that one crazy.
yeah.
I'm actually
you
excited
did it-
for that.
V12 for real or no?
I think so. I
Yeah.
don't know. They just gave me the allocation. And I took
It's
it.
V12, yeah.
I have that. I have the 296 GT
TB?
Beast coming,
That's what I want.
and then I have
It's
the,
just like small version of SF90.
yeah.
Like
Okay,
literally
who wide bodies their Escalade? Yeah, he's texting me. I think I'm gonna
Oh,
wide
this one?
body the Escalade.
Yeah,
so
we,
yeah,
yeah. It's his fault. He sent me the
that's not my
clip.
fault.
I don't even think that's possible. Or is
course.
Oh, the kit will be here in 3 weeks, buddy.
someone sells a kit?
Uh huh.
Who?
Some company in Russia.
Don't. We're not gonna
What?
say it. We're not gonna say it because there's gonna be copycats.
Yeah, we already got it. It's
Yeah.
I ordered 2 kits for
coming.
the 2 Escalades we just got.
What? That's
We're gonna have
crazy.
2
Yeah.
wide body Escalades.
It's not like a drastic wide body,
Nah,
but
yeah.
it's clean. It's nice.
It comes with like a hood, grill, like new exhaust,
Yeah.
front like splitter.
There's a lot of Escalades, and he's not gonna keep it regular.
Yeah.
You guys already know.
I like the Escalade. They did good.
They
Yeah.
did good.
They did a
It
good
looks
job.
Really good.
Yeah. This one we have a lot more work to do on this guy right now, but for now it has wheels, 26s,
Yeah.
already blacked out. Funny story on that, right? They gave it to you with like demo wheels on it or something.
Yeah, we ordered them. The cars arrived, but all the parts are back ordered still. So like the Brembo brakes are not on it. So like,
Oh wow.
so the performance exhaust is not on it that we ordered, and then the wheels and tires, the 22s that come with it, they're not.
It came with like blank wheels.
It came with blank
Space.
wheels, so you're not like. I just got wheels put on it, so I had to swap the wheels out before we could drive it because you're
Yeah.
not allowed to drive technically on those blank wheels.
Crazy.
What?
This is Cadillac Escalade we're talking about, not like a
Yeah,
Ferrari Lamborghini. It's a regular Escalade.
yeah.
But that just goes to show that's how it is.
There's a shortage on everything in the world right now.
Yeah. That's
So,
true.
so they give you the car and they're like, you're not allowed to drive it.
No, the dealer's like a good friend. So like,
Oh.
I told him like, obviously we weren't gonna drive it with the wheels on it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I see.
I was like, we already have the new wheels. So he's like, as long as you have the new wheels, it's cool. So we swapped the wheels.
Is it because the wheels are dangerous? The other
They're
ones?
just for the dealer. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh,
meant to just
okay.
be like,
They're like smaller too. Maybe it's for
yeah,
safety. We
yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
sure it's like
Liability.
liability.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
So what brakes are on it?
it's just the regular standard brakes, but like the
Oh.
dealer swaps out for the Brembos. So
Oh,
they send the
okay.
dealer the Brembos, and they take the original brakes off, and they put the Brembos on.
Yeah.
insane.
But-
That seems like so much extra work.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I'm sure they have to. Yeah, it's because probably the factory didn't have them, so they have to wait till it comes ordered. Because
it's crazy.
Did you buy this car as like you're gonna drive it or like to just like chill in the back?
It's just a car to just drive.
Oh, okay.
I like driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I don't mind driving.
Damn.
That's what's also a thing about Mo. He really likes cars. So he's
I don't like going on the racetrack, but I like driving on the freeways and stuff like that.
Like I feel like Cullinans are meant to be driven in, but I feel like most people drive them themselves.
I don't-
Cullinans? No.
Cullen is not comfortable. Like because I had the one that had the footrest that went up, and it's just like it's like the Maybach for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But like in the Cullen, you're not comfortable with your feet up.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not.
shit.
It's not nice. Like
The Cullen is like a family car, like
Yeah.
a big family car
Yeah.
luxury, which is cool. I mean, it works.
I think the Escalade has like one of the nicest.
You know what I was
interiors.
thinking the other day? That somebody needs to make a luxury minivan.
well, maybe
The
they have those
yeah.
Maybach ones that RD's been selling.
They're not that great.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
well,
seen
no, that's not real Maybach.
Yeah.
But I mean like not like that, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like a Cullinan, but it's like a minivan or
Yeah.
something, you know?
The mattress.
Because everybody who has more than
Yeah.
2 kids or 1
Right.
kid needs kind of like a
Well,
minivan or
Okay,
Escalade.
I have a good question. I know everyone will ask this question to him.
Yeah.
When are you getting married?
Oh my god.
I think it will be like,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
do you
Soon.
want like family, kids, or?
No, for sure. For
He's
sure.
still young, guys. He's not.
I told I wanted to have a kid by 30. I'm 32 now, so I don't know. But soon, hopefully.
Don't jump into it.
Yeah.
When are you gonna have a kid, Sargus?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's a better question.
Maybe like couple of next 2 years.
Would you rather have a kid or a Ferrari?
Ferrari for sure.
Definitely a Ferrari.
For sure, a kid.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, 100%, no question.
Oh wow.
No, that's
He's maturing, guys. He's
Yeah.
maturing.
no.
Would you get rid of your BMW if you had a kid?
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Good job. Slightly respect you more now, just a little bit.
I hope you guys don't believe that.
Oh man,
His wife's watching.
No.
you know how much this time with Mo costs right here? This is crazy.
Zero.
$50,000.
Crazy.
Zero.
No, it's more than $50,000.
Nah, zero. Zero. I'm happy to be here. I always talk shit to Vic. He never invites me.
I know you weren't even supposed to be on this
I
today.
know, I was
He,
just
Well, he was here.
he literally
Best
just, yeah, it was just perfect. timing.
No man, I did.
It was Sarkis, honestly. I could see how excited. He asked me 40 times, "Are you going to be on the show today? Are you going to be on the show
Are
today?"
you going to be on the broadcast?
So it's because of me, guys, not
yeah,
Vic.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No, I have a weird thing with Mo. It's like I want to keep him to myself. I don't want to share him. You know.
My loyalties with Vic.
I'm surprised you don't have a podcast.
Dude, I just
no
got
need.
the thing with my like line of work though is like I'm a manager at the end of the day, right? Like, so it's like if I try to make myself more famous than my
Yeah.
artist, it's just weird.
I mean,
right?
yeah, you wanted to vlog at one point. And
Yeah,
you're
like I always am like I have all these cars. I want like I
Yeah.
love like because for me it's like I just always think of the kid that I was, right? And like
Yeah.
if I can inspire one kid
Yeah.
to change their life in any way, like that makes me happy at this stage, right? So it's like,
Pretty sick.
but it's like,
Vlogs.
but then if I'm the fucking 32-year-old guy who was on Forbes and this that blogging, I look like a fucking idiot
Yeah.
to my like you know what I mean? Where it's not bad.
I don't
but-
think so, but
Yeah,
I
think
get
it'd be
it, but
cool.
I-
I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, but it's like I just can't like, you know, the first thing any other manager is gonna say to a client of mine is be like, "Yo, look at your manager. He's trying to be more famous than you. He's trying to, like, start his own career," and that's
But-
where it's just like,
it's like you have to, man. There's so many guys on Instagram now that you wouldn't think would have an Instagram. Like, you know, let's say like Manny Koshman, right? He's
yeah,
very wealthy, successful commercial real estate guy and has all those cars, but he's heavy on Instagram,
right.
you know, showing this, vlogging, doing this, doing that.
and people like it.
And people love it. There's a lot of guys like that now.
The
you
difference
know?
is I make people famous. You know what I mean? Like my
Yeah.
job is to build a business
I
for
guess.
somebody and help their career. So if it's like if I'm focused on
Maybe another 10 years and then
for sure. I think when I'm done with music, then I'll
Yeah.
like focus on like just cars and outdoor shit, the shit that I like. But
Yeah.
until then, it's,
But I mean, even the podcast, you have like a lot of connections, so you could have a lot of
Yeah.
cool
yeah, for
people.
sure.
you
But it's
know?
just like it's been done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, it's just like you know what I mean. It's just like I don't know. It's like
yeah.
I get it. But
To blow up a podcast is very easy, but that's not. I mean, we're not doing it for that. We're just doing it because more fans wanted more interaction with us, and we're just like, you know what? Let's just talk and
Yeah.
hang out. And we're not trying to bring celebrities, and a lot of podcasts pay people to come on too,
Yeah.
and so their podcast blows up because it's about money at the end, you know. So that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But
What artists have you managed that you really like love working with? That's been really like fun for you.
I mean, all of them, honestly. I mean, all my guys are like,
I've seen it all. He's very close to all his
yeah,
people, you know.
and at this stage of my career, it's like
Yeah.
nothing is about money for me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It never was about money, honestly. Like that was the one thing that like with like me and Mello, like the way we built the business, it was just never about money.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's like my quality of life is so much more important to me because it's like you get artists that have fired like 10 managers and they come to you like all my managers sucked.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, at some point, the 10 guys, it wasn't them, it was you. You know what I mean? And a lot of
Yeah.
artists don't want to take accountability for their fuck ups or their actions because they're artists. You know, everyone around them is, telling them what they want to hear. And that, and that's the thing with music is like, I always say, like, the manager, it's the first person they blame, but the last person they thank. You know what I mean? It's like, so, but that's just the job we're in. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get more artists, or are you kind of just like?
No, I mean, I'm always open to it, but it's like, am I actively? No, because it's like,
Yeah.
You don't need to.
there's
so-
no point to it where, unless I really want to work with somebody and I really like somebody, then I'll do it. But other than that, it's like, I'm not really interested.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Which I also respect because like he could even do more with like his people right now who's managing. He could he could do more and make even more money, but like there's limits. He doesn't do stupid things. Like he keeps the brand very, very nice. Like, which I admire too, because he could just be all about the money and exploit everything.
Not
You know,
really. I mean, we pass on so many things.
Yeah.
Like
it's
I
crazy.
was telling this to someone the other day. It's just like like for Mello, for example, it's like we want to be the first to do anything. So you guys will see in like 3 weeks, like we have this big drop coming with a huge company, like the first celebrity artist ever to do this. And
Yeah.
just like other shit like that, where the Fortnite concert, you think 4 years ago,
Yeah.
like we were the first ones essentially in the metaverse. If you think
That was
about
4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like then everyone's talking about Travis Scott 2 years after us. Then everyone's in the metaverse and
Yeah.
oh my god. But it's like we did that 4 years ago.
It's so true. I went to that meeting, which is crazy. I remember I went to the thing.
Right.
How did that even
crazy.
start though? Like, how did that become a?
We just Mello just started playing Fortnite, and then him and Ninja became friends, and they won that Pro-Am tournament together. And then we met all the people at Epic, and I was trying to pitch to them like, yo, how can Mello? I want Mello in the game, and they're like, we don't put people in the game. We don't want celebrities like to be able to buy into the game essentially.
Oh.
So then I like convinced them. I'm like, Mello's not a person.
Yeah.
It's a character.
Yeah.
So it's no different than you putting like Thanos in the game or Batman in the game, like all this shit. So they were like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. And
So
then
cool.
and then we took it one step further with the idea of doing a live concert, which had never really been done. And we had almost 14 million people watching like at one time, and they shut down the whole game for 5 minutes for that concert.
That's crazy. That's
so-
4 years ago.
Yeah, no, I mean our YouTube gained, I think like we did 100 million views on that day on our YouTube channel. And then I think that weekend we went up like 6 million subscribers.
That's
Wow,
nuts.
that's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
it
And then,
was huge.
but then why was Travis Scott allowed after that?
I mean, they're gonna continue. So they did. His was a lot more refined, and like ours was actually live. Like we were in a studio
Mhm.
in Burbank mixing live.
Oh,
and it was
wow,
all
that's
being
cool.
broadcast in the game live. Travis's was way doper in a way where it was like all premeditated and
Yeah.
pre-programmed in a way
Yeah.
as like an experience. But Mello's was like he was actually talking in a mic that was going into the game.
Oh wow, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
at,
That's
like
crazy.
live. Yeah. So it was pretty crazy. Like because they didn't know.
That's so crazy.
They had 2 years after that to really kind of like
Mhm.
figure out the shit to do.
Did
wild.
you guys make like money on his skins being sold, or is that all to?
Yeah, no, they take care of people.
Oh really?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their business,
Yeah,
it's
I
their
don't know.
brand.
But I feel like you guys made a lot just even being in it.
No, I mean
you know?
we would have honestly done it for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the exposure of being in that situation is
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I need to get RDBs inside like Grand Theft Auto and shit.
For
now.
sure.
That's
You
the
should.
next
Sarkis.
move,
This
man.
new one they're
Sarkis.
doing is all based off LA. It's like Dr. Dre and like a bunch of people. It's all about like
We need to
Oh, there's
find
new ones
who's
on
in
there?
charge of that.
yeah.
New
Huh?
game?
Yeah, there's a new GTA they're working on.
Dude, imagine that'd be so fun.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes all the sense if they're trying to go for like reality.
yeah.
I mean, we're right here. So maybe we need to.
I'll make
Get in
a
touch.
call.
He's made a lot of shit happen in many industries, not only music. He's networked so many other people to other people. It's wild. The network we've like
yeah.
created even together is crazy.
Do you have any like business regrets or like
Regrets?
Yeah.
Regrets?
regrets?
Nah, man. I mean, I think it's
You can't dwell on that.
nah, yeah.
Or, like
you
bad
learn.
business decisions?
You learn from
Learn.
every mistake
Yeah.
you make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I wish I would have sold my crypto 6 months ago. I wish I would have pulled out the stock market 6 months ago. I mean, it's just all learning, bro. It's
Yeah.
like it just quick money is never like real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Understandable.
So it's just really like I get pitched a million ideas, and it's just like I don't. I just stick to what I know
Mhm.
and what I know I can do, and that's always been my motto. So it's like I don't really have regrets.
Yeah.
But any mistake I've made, I've learned from it, and I've applied that to the next thing I've done.
Yeah. You flip it.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, we're at like an hour plus. I don't
All
know
right.
if you wanna
Well,
close it out or
we have his car to deal with still, but it was an honor having you, obviously.
Thanks for having me.
And this is this episode is the best one, obviously, because Mo's in it, and I hope you guys appreciate it. It's he's a one of a kind guy.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys appreciate it. It's he's a one of a kind guy. And He's a real gentleman. So
Thanks for having me.
thank you guys for
putting-
watching.
Putting up with me all the time.
These two didn't talk too much.
They were so
you know,
nervous.
But
No, I actually
so interested listening to him.
no. Honestly, the not talking part was because he had a lot of good stuff to
Yeah.
say. So I just wanted to hear every.
I
minute.
just learned a lot of stuff.
a lot of
I'm
learning
just
stuff,
moving
good
to Vegas
experience.
stop
Yeah.
kissing ass.
You guys never talk to me outside of this. I'm always here.
now. No, we're just shy to talk to you.
That's a cut.
Moses quits after this. He starts his own business.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
Thank
You're
you.
dead.
later.
Joe. You're fucking dead.